everybody, so I don't really have anything to talk about. But I'm here, and actually I mean the other way around. I do have stuff to talk about. I just don't have anything to really do while I'm talking about it. So look at this tan line, and then the other side, tan line's a little bit lighter. So we're gonna keep it on this side, which is actually really great though, because tomorrow I'm gonna go do pickleball, and then I'm also going to do the pool tomorrow. So tan line. Okay, so we're here to talk about the Glow House. I never actually went, and honestly I know why, because I don't have that many followers on TikTok. I guess I don't have a lot on YouTube either. In my personal opinion, I think I have a good amount. 121 last time I checked it. Oh my gosh. I am personally fine with. Now, is it something that I want to be able to stay at forever? No. But if I only keep that for like a little while, I'm fine with that. Like, okay, I don't mind. But what I do mind is that they're pretty much judging that. I am here to give you guys my honest review on the Glow House. That I did not go to the party. I guess I've never really met them in person. But my personal opinion on Glow House, okay? So basically my first thing is Giana, right? That's her name, Giana. Now here's my personal first thing. If I ever get viral enough where it's like, okay, well now you're one of these really top creators, you're well known, I really hope I do get invited to events, and I hope they know that it's not total hate, it's just there's some things I need to work on. That's what that's coming from. So just listen up, okay? Also my mirror's broken, so I'm like trying to pop it up. Okay, so first things first is Giana. I believe that's the organizer of like this whole Glow House event thing, and I really thought it was Kenzie, but I believe it's Giana, and if it's not, then it's the other way around. But Giana tends to be the leader if you watch all the videos. Also, if you're wondering why I'm out of breath, it's because I've been cleaning and it's hot outside, and now I decided to make a video, and now I'm basically just making myself do more work that I do not want to do. I didn't expect to do that for so long. Okay, so my first opinion on Giana, yeah. Okay, so my first opinion is she originally, we all kind of knew her as like the slime licker girl. Like, I can't be the only one. I feel like that's how a lot of people actually know her. If you see the videos, the comments are usually like, oh, did she used to do slime lickers? Or, oh, we knew you, oh, geez. All this different kind of stuff. Yes, she was. And honestly, that's how I knew her for the longest time too. Like, she was the one that like loved slime lickers. But she did do a lot of stuff that I feel like she shouldn't be proud of. And now, am I gonna call it all out like on command right now? No. Because I did not want to give any hate of any type of sort of that. And that was obviously her past. But she does try to focus on Glow House, and the Glow House whole point of it is for them to not be bullies, for them to not be rude, for them to not be this, and this. And just basically, I feel like almost they want to be the perfect people, and unfortunately they're not. And nobody can be. The only person that can be perfect is God, and Jesus, and God, or the Father, and the exact same person, but there's like 3 different people. If you don't know the Bible, go read the Bible, okay? But like, point is nobody can be perfect, and so I'm not hating on them because they are not perfect, okay? And I'm not even really trying to hate on them, but that's just like the first things first. Is she's done stuff, and I believe like she's even like said curse words, which in general everybody I feel like has at some point, but she has said it on camera. I've said crap, okay? And like, point is though, she has said that on camera, and like, just in general, it's like, that's fine. Like, that doesn't bother me, but I've learned a lot of people, like, have such a bad problem with that, where it's like, oh my gosh, she said crap, and now it's like, well, she's a part of this, well, she can't do that. I've learned it, and it's annoying because I hate when people do that, because it's like, she probably doesn't even realize she's doing that, but you guys are calling her out for it, for something that she doesn't even realize she's probably doing, okay? So that's the first thing. But the second thing is, though, is I feel like she's always been cocky. Now, that might just be me, and maybe I just don't watch her videos like some people do, but I personally always thought she was cocky, and that made me not want to watch her videos. That's why I wasn't like, oh my gosh, she's starting this, oh my gosh, I can't wait, oh my gosh, because I personally did not care. okay? But then it like became like this huge thing, and I was like, okay, well, I want to know what's going on. I feel like that's how kind of everybody is, not necessarily with that particular thing, but just in general. Also, a reminder, it is the 30th, so mark your calendar for the 30th, because guess what, I have not marked it since the 24th, and my guinea pig's birthdays were 26th, 27th. Okay, back to what I was saying though. So yeah, I feel like there was definitely a lot of that where everybody knew who she was, and so they automatically went over to glowhouse, and then they wanted to be able to see who was being picked for the glowhouse girls, and it was just like a whole thing for probably like what, like a month or two. Yeah. And honestly, I didn't follow it too closely. Like, if they popped up on my screen for the glow house, which actually did a lot, but I skipped most of them. After some point, I would look up the glow house. They're push like the little like blue, and then I would go and look and see what's going on with them. And basically, like, what's the update with everything? Yes, I'm not using a facial wash. I know I should, but I'm not. Right now, I need some makeup wipes. That's what I need. But point is though, is like that's what I would end up doing, and I don't know if I'm the only one, but that's just what I did, and that's literally all I care that I did. Okay, so that was the first thing. And honestly, it seemed like a pretty good house, and I was actually really excited for it to start. My other thing is during this time, you know how many houses became a house? Like, now they have some type of house being formed, which I don't know the exact name, but like, it's basically like little girls having a house now. And like the parents are gonna all be in like the house. It's like the whole thing. And the sisterhood house or something like that. Twin house, I don't know. But basically they're starting that, which really got me to the point where it's like, okay, well, you do realize like how young they are, and for them to start a house, and with the amount of haters for the glow house, it's not good. And I don't understand why they're doing it, but I guess eventually I might, or I just might not. We'll have to see. So that's the first thing that's going on with that I just don't understand. And I don't understand why the parents would put them in that position either, where it's like, okay, you got to make sure you keep yourself perfect, which also gets me to the point of back to the glow house. But point being is there's so many houses, it's becoming ridiculous. So back with the glow house is, I just don't feel like they're actually doing anything. Now, you do see posts of them like, oh, we are giving back today to this women's foundation or to the homeless, and they made food, like all this kind of stuff. But I feel like, yes, is that actually doing like a lot of stuff? Yes, and I'm not saying don't ever do that. Like, I think that's so great of them. But it's also like, yeah, but you're supposed to be body positive, making everybody feel welcomed, making people in general and like girls out there feel better about themselves. Or even if like you're trans or whatever the case happens to be, the whole point of it is to make any younger generation feel better about themselves. And that's not what they're doing. So I don't know if it's just me and that's like just like why I don't like it, but also though, I can have some people literally come back at me and be like, no, like they're so good, and like they are body positive, and they're like I don't know what the word would be, motivating. There you go, motivating people. They're motivating, honestly, for my personal opinion. They're motivating me to literally just be I'm not gonna say the word because I know YouTube will probably like monetize me or whatever, but they're making me want to just not eat. That's what they're making me want to do, okay? Because if you look at them, you guys will see how skinny, how perfect their bodies are, the perfect shape, the perfect, like, jawline, perfect makeup, perfect skin, perfect body in general, and the perfect hair and perfect everything, okay? And it's just, like, it's not what should be normalized, okay? In my personal opinion, what should be normalized is not having the perfect skin, having acne, not having a snatched jawline, not having the perfect body where you feel comfortable wearing bikinis, or you feel comfortable, which obviously, like, anybody can wear a bikini, whatever size you are, but they don't make it where you like feel comfortable about it. And so that's what my personal point of view is. Went back to run around. I had to pause the video so I could run around. So, and honestly, they're making money off this. That's what's even worse, is, in my opinion, is these girls, first of all, like, how the heck did they even become famous? or like not her in particular, like Embry and Presley and all of them, because I truly want to know. Because I swear, before now, I never saw them in my entire life. But these girls are starting making money off of basically like making people not feel equalized. And it's just like, what? And it amazes me. Now, also being said though, I'm not the only one. Okay, I need to put something on my face. Because my face gets like so bad when I have a derma cleanse, because I have some like bad, like, I like let it like grow, like obviously my hair on my face, because it's like whatever. But then the dead skin gets so bad. And if I do this often, then it doesn't get like this. But I don't do it too often. So, point is, though, is, like, I'm not the only one, okay? There's literally people who are sitting there commenting in their comment section, going, are you guys going to be adding more diversity? Now, that means color, okay? And, like, I'm going to go through this just in case nobody understands what that word means. Diversity in the way of, in my personal opinion and just in general, what else they need is different color, like different people of color. Now, granted, they actually do have different people of color, so that's like not the only thing, but I think there's like, what, 2 that don't have blonde hair? 2 right, who don't have blonde hair? Yeah. And I think there might be someone who has brown hair, like 1 person that has brown hair and 2 or 3 that does not have blonde hair, and the rest of the group all have blonde hair. Why can't you have people who have black hair, brown hair, pink hair, like literally whatever, like pink hair, blue hair, you know? And like, that's just their aesthetic. They want blue hair, they want pink, they want red. I had red for a while, and like now look, I'm dirty brown, and I'm naturally blonde, but I'm about to go back to just naturally blonde, because I do not like having brown hair, at least on me. But so many people look so good with brown hair, like. So there's that, having different skin color, and then also like having the tan. Like, do you really need a tan? Okay, and that's coming from someone who loves a good tan. Okay, I love a good tan. Kind of find out most of these people literally do not have natural tans. Okay, like literally, I was watching a video about Presley. I think it's Paisley, yeah. From the Nelsons, they met up with Presley and Embry and Paul, and they literally went together and got all a fake tan. Also, these are the best pretzels ever. They all went and got a spray tan. This entire time, I literally thought their tans were like so natural, and granted, some of them might actually be sometimes, but like knowing that behind the scenes they actually do get tans, and it's not like, oh, this is like a once in a lifetime. They're like, oh, you guys are going to get tans, and they're like, oh, okay. But yeah, they were excited because they were getting it for free, first of all. But like, oh really? She's the best tan, like I don't know what they're called, but like tannest people in the world. Oh my god, like yeah, it wasn't their first time. For me, on the other hand, I'd be like, Ma, why are we getting a tan? Like, we can just go outside. But it is what it is. But, like, also, it's like, okay, well, this entire time, you guys are literally looking like you guys are so tan. The sun is so great for you. And I bet some people are questioning, like, oh my gosh, like, they get such good tans. And this entire time, sometimes you do just fake tans. Like, excuse me? I thought that was, like, a real tan. Which, hey, I might just be stupid, but I've actually never really seen someone get, like, a tan before. Like, I don't know what they look like when they get a tan compared to just getting, like, a natural tan. So, like, I don't know. But, like, I wouldn't be able to, like, tell you, like, oh, yeah, they have a fake tan. I literally didn't even realize it. So, there's that right there. And it's like, all these girls can dance so great. Can dance so great. All their outfits are aesthetic, okay? I'll call myself. Oh, they burn. Oh, mama, that burn. And if you do realize, though, nobody's, like, emo or, let's see, what is the other word? There's emo, there's, like, sporty, natural, I guess I should say. And I know some people are gonna be like, oh, no, they are natural. Like, they're so natural. Girl, no, they ain't. They ain't. They wear straight makeup, like, full face makeup. Fake tans, fake eyelashes, come to find that out. Most of them have hair extensions. Like, what else do they have? They're not, I don't think they're like old enough to have lip filler, but like if they are, and if the couple of them are, they probably do have a little bit of that in someone. Okay, I don't know how old they naturally like all are. Naturally, I don't know how old they actually are, but like if they could, they probably would. Okay, like there's not the natural, and if there is, granted, for if there is, thank you. Okay, thank you. But if she has, it's like, it's fake body standards, okay? That's what it is. It's fake body standards. It's what you should, it's like what the society wants you to be and what they think you should be. But in general, what they think you should be is just unhealthy, okay? Like, be healthy, be you, be yourself, please. So, personally, back to what I was saying, is that's just, I don't like that, okay? Never have, and sorry, but never will. And that's why I will never be a fan of the Glow House. Now, moving on, also, there was also a bunch of hate about how, I've been watching the Glow House videos of the people who, what they say about the Glow House, like, at the party, and so that's what I love watching, personally. But there's people coming out and saying how it was, like, horrible, and how Giana never went up to them, and how a couple of the girls were just like so rude, and they didn't like put out anybody in specific, which I think is actually like really nice of them, so that way they don't like, I don't know how to put it, like it's not like, oh well this person was like this, so if you go expect them to be like this. I think it was kind of like, oh well towards me they weren't like that. If they were towards you, there's a good chance they might not be just you, but also you never know. So it's like kind of like, okay. But in the end, though, I heard a bunch of things about the follower count and what made that different. So there's a couple of people who have a smaller follower count, which I don't know what they consider small. Because, girl, on my TikTok page, I have 1 follower. 1, okay? First of all, I would like to have more followers. I would give you guys my TikTok account, but I literally don't even remember it. Because I post on it, but, like, I just post, like, after I'm done getting ready. Like, do I look good, Mr. Armstrong? Like, that type of thing. And so, like, it's literally just that. And so, it's like, I don't really memorize it because guess what? I have no followers. Well, I have 1, so. And it's literally, like, the account of, like, the funniest pets or something like that. But, like, on YouTube, though, I do have followers. I have 121 subscribers. Wow, my eyebrow looks weird. And, like, I am so grateful for that 121. There's these people talking about, oh, well, I have a smaller following account. Girl, what do you consider small? And then you go on their page and it's like 1 million subscribers or followers. And it's like, wow, my eyebrow. And it's like, small? Okay, I think that big. Like, 100 followers is big to me through TikTok. So, I really find that absolutely crazy. But apparently that's small, and they were like, yeah, so I have like a smaller following, and I think that's why this and this and this. And basically they went through like a whole thing where that's why they think that like they were treated differently than everybody else. And honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, I think that might be actually a reason. I do not like my eyebrows like this. Some people like just like put up the eyebrows and they're like, okay, model those. Like, y'all, I'm gonna give you free will. Take a screenshot. Or actually, okay, thank you. Danke. Alright, so no, back to what I was saying though, is I think that might actually be a factor. Because now necessarily nobody knows that. And actually I think Giana made a post and I think she actually said like, oh no, that's not true. We would never. Obviously you're not gonna go on TikTok and start and go, yeah, we are actually like, we just don't like people that have a smaller following. And I can agree though, I think we were kind of silent to them and I feel bad. Nobody's gonna admit that. So like, I don't know why y'all are believing that a little bit more than you guys should. And it should be like, oh, well, we do feel bad for her. Nobody's gonna admit that they are like that. Come on now. So that's my first thing, is like, really, y'all people are falling for this. Okay, you do what you do want to do, but it ain't true, okay? Okay. So that's like my first thing, is like, she's sitting here making this post. And you know how many people are believing that? and that's absolutely insane. But it is what it is, okay? But that's what the one I love most, and I do agree. Because if you do look, like, all the ones that are, like, popular are all having a great time. And I think I've actually seen some, like, the popular ones, like, post about how great the party was and how it was just, like, so nice. And then you see the ones that don't have all the followers, and they're like, it was, well, I don't know how, like, yeah, okay. And so there's that right there. Like, that's just full-on proof that unfortunately you cannot deny, and I'm not going to agree with anybody that says that's not true. Okay, so now moving on from that is the other thing was the food. Oh, well, you know, like, there wasn't any food. Okay, now obviously, once again, I was not there, so I can't sit there and go, yeah, you're right. Like, she literally had absolutely no food. And we were told, like, not to eat beforehand, and it was horrible because, like, we didn't leave until midnight, and I was so hungry, and my family didn't eat anything either before. I don't know, but what I do know is that Giana basically made a post saying that that was not true, and that the first, like, party that they did have had a lot of food, and I think pizza, she said. It was very expensive, and she only said it was like $1,000 or something like that for food. And it's like, okay, yeah, I guess it technically could be that much because of, like, how many people are coming. But, like, was it really, though? And so she was, like, saying how, like, for the next event, though, like, which was the one that, like, was just, like, recently, she didn't order, like, that. She had, like, chips and snacks and stuff like that because she didn't want to spend as much money as she did the first time around for nobody to even really eat. But she did say that next time she is going to make sure that there's food, like, the first time, because she doesn't want people to keep on saying that. So, I don't know the whole thing about the food. All I know is that that's, like, what she said about it. But that also brings me to is, like, okay, but either way, okay, first of all, I don't know how much she makes, and she might make a lot. She might make a lot less than what I personally think. What I do think is, though, you're the one who's throwing the party. I guess kind of like the other girls, too, but, like, you're the one throwing it. So if you sit there and go, it was just, like, so much money, and I don't want to spend it, you're the one who decided to throw the party. You're the one who decided to invite this many people, and you're also the one who decided, well, this is going to be a party. If I don't have enough money, it's, like, is what it is. Okay, I want to see if I don't have to do this brow, because, like, one of my eyebrows I never have to do. I'm not going to do my other eyebrow because it actually looks really nice. Most of the time, I don't have to cut one of my eyebrows just because one grows really fast, the other one grows really, really slow. So, back to what I was saying, though, is it's not somewhere I would want to be a part of. But that's just me personally. And other people might absolutely want to be a part of it. And I can actually agree, though, for, like, the longest time, like, during Glowhouse was getting picked, I was like, you know what? It'd be so much fun to actually be able to be in a house. But no. Like, I think it'd be fun, but, like, flying out, because, like, they have to, like, fly and go places. First of all, I've never flown it before, and I'm kind of scared of planes because I don't want to crash and die. Sorry if you're about to get on a plane. But, like, I don't know, that's, like, the first thing that I always think of. And are these the exact same size? They are. What? I always thought one was smaller. Oh, it is smaller. Moving on with this. I actually got this from Five Below. It's been working for, like, so long, and, like, look. It suctions so good. So, point is, though, is, like, I've never actually flown on a plane. I'm kind of scared, too. But, like, at the same time, though, it's like, is that what I really want to be doing? Like, I love doing YouTube. I would love to be able to get some brand deals. I love all this different kind of stuff that they're, like, getting out of it. Ow. But like that just isn't me necessarily. Yeah, the dead skin. No, come on, man. This is literally from like me getting a sunburn. Oh, I got it. And it was just like, yes, but not worth it. So in the end though, I decided, well, I never got invited, but like I decided that like even if I ever did, basically to just say no to that specific house. Now let's move into what are they actually doing. They're the glow house, okay, and they're supposed to be inspiring people, all this kind of stuff. And what I've learned is they have just been making TikToks, and that's about it. Literally, like, no joke. All they've been doing is just making TikToks, and I don't think that's like doing anything personally. So I think they do have a podcast now, but I listened to a little bit of it, and guess what? It didn't make me feel any better about anything. So in that personal opinion, that's basically it. Is I am nowhere near, I guess, an influencer. Actually, no, I'm putting this in. You guys tell me whether you guys cannot post or cannot comment on this video. Go find a video, okay? Let me know what you guys think. If I'm an influencer or what I should consider myself as, so whenever I do make videos like this, I know what to consider myself. Please, you would actually help me out greatly. But I don't know what I'd be considered, but all I know is that I am not body shaming anybody. I am not. And I do a lot of makeups and a lot of makeup and a lot of get ready with me's, and that's personally just my genre, and I like doing it. Now if I ever decided to change, then I would, but I choose not to. And I think that the Gold House could be so great, and they actually have so much potential, but the potential is not potentially because it's not that they're not trying, but like they're just making posts that aren't really helping out anything. So if they could just actually make posts that help out a lot of people and like help them with their problems, or like not their problems, but like if they need like something about school and they make a post and then they start talking about that topic or something like that, and I think that'd be great. Now what I personally do though is I talk about my makeup, I talk about how the day, I talk just to talk. But like I talk during my get ready with these because, well, I feel like maybe some of you guys have experienced before, or you know what it's like and you feel like nobody's actually there for many different reasons, and that's just what I like to do, and that's what I choose to do. But on the other hand is they have so many other options that they're not pursuing, and they have so many other good chances that they're not doing. So if you guys have anything for me, or if you actually sit there and you actually listen to this 28-minute video and you say, you know what, I agree with this or I don't agree with that, comment down below and let me know. And with that being said, please subscribe to my channel and like my post and turn on post notifications so you guys can be able to see every time I post a video. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and bye.